Welcome. So I want to tell you how I do SEO if I could start over in 2025. I want to show you how you can rank your site first on Google and getting that sweet free traffic by implementing a proper SEO strategy that actually works. I'll give you my step-by-step blueprint so you can just copy along with actionable tangible tips you can start implementing today to see results in a week from now. And so by the end of this video, you'll have every single thing you need to succeed in the SEO space in this new year. I do though have to warn you, it's going to be a very long, tedious and boring process because as you can see by the length of this video, it's 1 hour plus long. But trust me, if you have the time to watch it, again, at the end, you'll know every single thing you need to get going and succeeding with SEO. So let's break it down. Okay, so we're here, we have a lot to cover, so let's get going. So how I'd learn SEO if I could start over. Now I want to go over these 4 main, questions and points because me explaining you this will give you a basis of every single thing I'm going to talk about in the rest of this video. Okay, so first things first, right? Is SEO still worth learning? Now, the thing and the short answer is yes, absolutely. And I know I might sound a bit biased, but look at this, right? Google is still the biggest and most visited site in the whole world. It gets billions of searches every single day, right? People and humans, us as humans, we use search engines to search for stuff. And even though Google can be gone tomorrow, right? We, as we know it, right? We as humans, as long as we humans use search, right? To search for stuff, as long as we search for stuff, search engines will always exist. And in a world where search engines always exist, right, we can always optimize our content for those search engines. So SEO will still be here. Okay, now I'll link down below in the description a more in-depth video on why I think SEO isn't going away anytime soon. And I mean, the data suggests otherwise, of course. I mean, the data suggests it isn't going anywhere anytime soon because, again, the biggest site in the world gets billions of searches every single month. So people actively use SEO and search engines, even though the narrative online, at least on YouTube and Twitter, seems to be that Google is going away, SEO is going away. It is not going away. Trust me, I've been here for a long time. Every year people say it's going away. Even now, ChatGPT just released their own search engine, right? I'll put a screenshot on here. ChatGPT released their own search engine. So search engines are a product to satisfy how us humans use the internet, which again, we search for stuff. So we need search engines. So hopefully this is addressed here. So let's just move on, right? Now, second thing, how does AI affect search engines and SEO? Right? Again, like I said, search engines aren't going away anytime soon, right? The way we know search engines might go away, right? Again, if you compare, and I'll put here 2 pictures, how Google's search engine works versus how GPT's search engine works, or OpenAI's search engine works, and also Perplexity, they're similar but different, right? You'll see here the images, they're different. Again, they are still search engines, and the way AI impacts them is that, in my opinion, they're more user-friendly. And these big companies like Google need to figure out a way to change their business model because their business model is highly reliant on ads, right? When you search for something, there's ads, and organic, right? And the new wave of AI search engines is changing how the classic, search engines will work. So how does AI affect search engines? Well, in my opinion, it affects them in a good way, right? For us users. And the SEO part of it, well, we'll just all have to figure out how to optimize for these new search engines. And the principles are essentially the same. Again, I'll go over all that in a second here, but the principles will be the same. The reason why I'm putting these 2 questions here is to address the people that have fear, that think, maybe I shouldn't learn SEO, maybe I should just do ads or something else, right? I mean, you should be doing anything because SEO, at the end of the day, it is a marketing strategy, right? And when it comes to marketing, you can do ads, you can give out flyers on the street, you can do banners, you can do SEO, right? You can do a lot of stuff, right? But my point in pointing out these 2 questions here is if you are on the fence of learning and investing in SEO, I would say it is still worth it very much to invest in SEO, right? Now, third and fourth, right, this is where you can start now diving into the SEO realm and how I would learn SEO if I could start over, okay? The very first thing, and it's the easiest thing, and in my opinion, it's the thing that people often overlook, is emulating the competition, just copying the competition, right? So let's say, for example, you want to rank for the keyword, let me just say here, best gaming chair for teens, whatever, right? Doesn't really matter, right? Now you search for this on Google and you see, okay, if I search for this, right, on Google, right here, who are the sites ranking for this? So who is Google ranking for these keywords, right? Okay, let me just take all these sites and see, okay, Google is ranking all these sites for these keywords, right? I take a look at who these sites are, what they do, what the content that's ranking is about. I go look at their link build, their backlinks. I go look at the other pages on the site. I go look at their social profiles, and then I emulate. This is the single easiest thing you can do in SEO, is looking at what search engines, in this case Google, is valuing for a certain keyword, in this case all these sites, and investigating with critical thinking what they're doing in terms of their SEO. Okay, now, very important, an SEO is a three-pillar marketing strategy, right? We have on-page SEO, and I'll tackle this in a second here, right? We have on-page SEO, we have off-page SEO, okay, that's off, and we have technical SEO. And so when you're emulating the competition, when you're looking at what they're doing, you got to look at these three pillars: on-page, off-page, and technical. On-page essentially is everything that happens on the site, right? The content, the way it's written, the way it's not written, the keywords in there, all the stuff that happens inside of the site itself. Off-page essentially is everything that happens outside of the site. In essence, essentially backlinks. So links, for example, a wikipedia.com linking to your site. That's a backlink, okay? But again, more on that later on. This is just a bit of an intro on what we'll be talking about, okay? Technical SEO essentially is the boring stuff of SEO. Your site speed, your schema markup, your meta tags, all this boring stuff that is very important, right? Because you can have an amazing on-page SEO and an amazing off-page SEO, but if you lack technical SEO, well, you're not really going to rank. Let me give you an example. For example, again, amazing on-page, amazing off-page, but then your site speed is awful. It is very slow. So let's just do this, right? Someone searching for something, right? You're ranking number one right here for that certain keyword, right? And people go click on your site because you're first, right? But then your site takes 10 seconds to load. Well, what's going to happen is that people eventually are going to get tired and just go off, click off your site and then click the second result. And if people do that over and over again enough times, you eventually are going to be going downhill. So this is just a little example to prove to you that you need to tackle all these three pillars, which we'll go over in a second here, how to tackle them, okay? Now, you might be asking, okay, is there a step-by-step blueprint to guarantee success with SEO? Well, there is, right? I'll show you my step-by-step blueprint, every single thing I do with an actual tangible live example for what I'm doing with my own company, right? Because I'm not just a guru telling you how to do SEO. I'm going to show you what I'm doing with my own company to succeed in SEO, for things that can work right now in 2025 and beyond, okay? Now, the very first thing, and I think it's the most important thing here, is let's start with results, right? Because we're all here to achieve results. And the results you're going to see right here are results from real companies that apply the strategies and thinking and critical thinking behind the SEO strategy that I'm about to tell you, okay? So these guys are a jewelry company, okay? And so they went from around 1,000 in monthly organic search traffic to almost 12,000 in just a few weeks. An explosive growth, right? This one right here, from 0 to 6K for a healthcare marketing company. So not a healthcare company, a marketing company for healthcare companies, okay? Like this, the traffic just went up and up and up. 2x traffic in just 8 weeks for a pet supplement company in the USA. 2x traffic in 90 days for a workout supplements company in Canada. There we go. 3K, 10K in 180 days for a real estate marketing company. So this is the traffic, the graph for the traffic just increasing over time. 0 to 2,390 days, and the results were so impressive. Even SEMrush, which is one of the biggest SEO and SaaS companies in the space, commented impressive results because, I mean, the results are in fact impressive, as you see here, from literal zero to almost 3K in monthly organic search traffic, and 0 to almost 5K or even above 5K organic keyword rankings, okay? And so the question that you put out is why would you want to rank first? And it's quite obvious because, of course, more traffic equals more money, right? The more people come to your site, in theory, you're going to make more money. Now, this is most of the time, not always. There's a nuance to it, and I'll explain that in just a second here, okay? So, again, the big question is, how do you rank number one, right? Where is the blueprint to ranking number one, okay? And make a lot of money along the way, right? Because that's the whole goal of this, right? SEO, again, is a marketing strategy. We're all here to invest in a marketing strategy that brings us more money. That's the end goal, okay? So here's the actual 3-step blueprint, okay? First things first is you got to choose your money keywords, right? And I'll go over what these are, right? Don't worry about it. Then you're going to take these keywords and create intent-based content. So content based on the intent for said keywords. Again, we're going to break all this down. And third, we're going to be building backlinks worth around $300 each. Now, you might notice that these tackle the pillars of SEO. So as I said, SEO had 3 pillars, right? on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. So this tackles on-page SEO, this tackles off-page SEO. Now for technical SEO, I'll leave a link and I'll leave a bunch of links down below in the description for tips on how to do technical SEO. It is as important, as I said, as all the other ones, but it is a bit more complex and I could not fit that video into this one, otherwise this would be super long, right? So again, let's break down these 3-step blueprints, starting with choosing your money keywords. So finding money keywords, okay? Now, granted, like one very important thing, traffic is a vanity metric. Like, as I said before right here, right? More traffic equals more money, but not all the time. That's because traffic can be a vanity metric. More traffic doesn't necessarily mean more money. And the reason why is because you can be ranking for a keyword that has 1 billion searches per month, right? You're ranking number 1. But if all the people coming into your site off of that search don't have the intent to buy something, it becomes pointless. And all this traffic is worth less than maybe a keyword that has 10K in monthly search traffic, but where the intent of these people going to your site is to buy a product. And so that's where the buying intent comes in. And then to cement this, I want to give you a couple of examples. So let's say, for example, I own a business. It is a physical store, right? I own a store where people come in and we repair their phones, right? Of course, before they come into the store, they have to come to my website, okay? Now, here's a bunch of keywords my website can rank for. How to repair an iPhone, how to fix your iPhone, and also cost to repair an iPhone, where to repair, iPhone shop repair. Now, you'll notice that the keywords in red, right? The intent of these keywords, right? The intent behind someone searching for this is low on buying intent. So someone searching for how to repair an iPhone, right? Most likely they want to do it themselves, while someone searching for the cost or where to repair an iPhone, most likely they want to pay someone to do it for them, right? So these ones in black have high buying intent, right? While the keywords in red have low buying intent. And even though the sum, right, the sum of the search volumes of these two keywords could be like 1 billion a month, right, and the sum of these 3 black keywords could just be, I don't know, 1K a month, the value in this 1K traffic is much higher than this one. Because again, someone searching for how, most likely they want to do it themselves, right? Maybe your site like has a blog post that talks about how to do it, right? There's a step-by-step checklist, how to do this, do that, right? And maybe there's a call to action at the end saying, hey, listen, you can do this yourself, or you can just come into our store and we do it for you, right? Again, this is so that some of the traffic might convert, right? Not all this is traffic that won't convert, but if you can tackle high buying intent keywords, people actively looking to buy something, the cost of it, where, a shop, right? You should go for that. And that's the very first instance of intent in keywords, in the search traffic. My point is that you should not just focus on traffic. You should focus on buying intent. Here's another example. For example, this is for the jewelry company, right? High buying intent versus low buying intent, right? These keywords right here in red, right? These have low buying intent, right? Someone searching for emerald rings or how emerald stone rings are made. They could just be doing like schoolwork or just be curious, right? You want to go for these ones. The intent behind this, how much does it cost? The price. Buy. This is the biggest. There's no more high intent than this, right? Buy product, right? There's no higher intent than this. Cheap versus expensive, big, small, so the characteristics of the product, the cheap versus expensive, the buy, the price, how much, the where, right? These are all intent or buying intent driven keywords, right? And so even though I showed you the 12K traffic at the beginning of the video, right? This could mean 0 sales. But because most of the keywords these guys rank for are high buying intent, this traffic is insanely valuable. And so they could have a competitor with even more traffic but making less money because they're targeting low buying intent keywords. Now, granted, again, not to say that people going and searching for these keywords cannot be converted. You can, right? You could have a blog post that talks about how emerald stone rings are made, right? This is how you make them. Then it has links to hey, listen, this is how we put emerald stones on rings, right? And then a call to action, hey, listen, go here to view our ring collection, right? You can do this. You can nurture the people. This takes a bit more time, okay? And oftentimes, these keywords, not oftentimes, but sometimes, the keywords with low buying intent are even harder to rank than keywords with high buying intent, okay? So just know that, because with these ones, you can go very specific. So cheap, small emerald ring stone, right? Cheap, golden, small emerald ring stone, right? You can be very granular and very specific on high buying intent keywords, And usually when you go very specific, the competition is very, very low. So you're going for keywords with low competition and high buying intent, which is the goal, okay? Here's another example. For example, these guys are in a very funny niche. They sell these little trucks for kids, like kid-sized trucks, right? And they just grew off of SEO, right? And most of the keywords ranked for are keywords with a high buying intent, right? Kids excavator, ride on excavator, kids ride on excavator, kid forklift, right? Most of them are high buying intent keywords. And this is not by mistake, right? This is by design, okay? And so before I dive into this, I want to put here a video of me going over my exact strategy for my own business right now on how I actually do this. So not so you copy it, you can if you want, but my goal is to show you and show you my whole strategy, and then have you have some critical thinking about how you can implement and take some gold nuggets from my strategy to implement it in your business. So I'm going to play that video right now. I'll be back in a second. Right, I'm going to show you how we're making upwards of $2,000 a day with free Google traffic. That is by leveraging free Google search traffic through AI. I'm going to break down the exact SEO strategy behind my new brand that I'm building that's responsible for multiple six figures generated in about 6 months. Now, this is simple, it's not easy at all, but you should be able to replicate it for your own business. Okay, so this is the site right here, right? This is the growth we're having. As you can see, it is being like a rocket. Now, don't focus too much on the number here. The number is great, the higher the better, right? We have to focus on the intent of this traffic, and I'll go over that in just a second here. But this is the brand. We're doing multiple six figures, and that's all you have to do. You have to know, sorry, and I'm gonna break down exactly what we're doing in terms of SEO. If you don't know, SEO stands for search engine optimization. It is the process of optimizing a site for that when someone searches for a certain keyword on Google, right? There's all these results, and your site shows up first. And again, if people are searching for buying backpacks in Portugal, right? If you show up first, people will buy your backpacks because you show up first, right? It's very valuable to show up first on Google for all the searches, right? What we're doing to make this much money every single day is leveraging and ranking our site for specific keywords that actually have people buy our software, okay? So let's break it down. Let's break down exactly what we're doing. And this is going to be a boring video. It's going to be a long one, but I won't hold anything back. I'm going to show you exactly behind the curtains on exactly what we're doing to see this growth right here. Okay, so first things first, it is quite an obvious one, is simply focusing on a high buying intent keywords, right? And like I said before, the number here, right, it is good, but it doesn't really matter, right? Because if all of these people, all these 320 people were just not ready to buy, so they were just searching for non-buying intent keywords, it would be pointless for us to rank. Let me give you an example, right? If I go here, right, I always like to draw the keyword matrix, that's what I call it, where in the y-axis we have the BY, which is buying intent, and in the x-axis we have traffic, and the higher the traffic, of course, the higher the competition, okay? And so once you have a list of keywords, and I'm going to give you another example. Let's say this is your list of keywords, right? You have all your keywords that you want to rank for, right? Okay, I want to rank for these keywords, and so I'm going to start optimizing my site to rank for those keywords, right? And you're going to notice that some of the keywords have high buying intent, some of them have more traffic, some of them have lower traffic, some of them have low buying intent. And what does this mean, right? Let's say, for example, I have a business, right? I have an iPhone repair shop, okay? People come into my shop and I repair their iPhones, right? Before they come into my shop, they come to my website, okay? They come from the website to the shop, okay? Now, my site can rank for keywords, for example, like where can I repair my iPhone, or how much does it cost to repair an iPhone? Now, it can also rank for keywords like how to repair an iPhone. And let's say, for example, the keyword how to repair an iPhone has 10,000 searches per month, 10K. And both these two, the where and the how much, only have 1,000, okay? One might think, okay, maybe I'm just gonna target this keyword right here because, I mean, it has 10,000 searches per month and it's more or less in the same niche, right? If people are searching for how, I mean, they might want to repair their iPhones. The thing is that the buying intent on these ones is so much higher than on this one right here, okay? And trust me, this is all gonna make sense in the end when I apply this to my actual business, right? But people searching for where or how much does it cost to repair an iPhone, we can assume that they're much more likely to want to have someone repair their iPhone for them than someone searching for how, right? Someone searching for how, we can assume that, okay, if they're searching for how, most likely they want to do it themselves and not so much pay someone to do it for them. Now, of course, out of these 10,000 people, some of them will actually convert, right, and come in the store and actually have me and pay me to repair their iPhone. But again, the buying intent for keywords like where or how much, this keyword, the intent of the keyword tells me, okay, these people want to pay someone to do it for them, right? And then going back here, that's the reason why you do not want to target keywords here or here. Because yes, you might get traffic, yes, you might see this number go up, right? But it's pointless because people here and here will not buy from you, or the likelihood that they're going to buy from you is much lower, right? So you want to go for keywords here and here, right? High buying intent, low traffic in this case, high buying intent, high traffic, okay? These are the keywords you want to target, right? And you have to do this, you have to sit down and do this for your business, right? Do a list of your keywords, right? And then populate this matrix and see, okay, I'm not gonna target keywords here nor here because it's dumb, because I mean, yes, I might increase the traffic. And if you're an agency, usually SEO agencies like to do this, right? They tell the customer, oh, I just increase your traffic by 1,000, but at the end of the day, right, the business owner only cares about money, right? And if they're getting traffic to their business, but no one is actually buying, it's pointless that this number says 1,000, because I mean, you're getting people into your site, but they're just in there to learn, to be getting informational things, right? Again, not to say that not to say that if you're ranking for keywords here and here, some of these people might not convert. I mean, they might, right? Of course, obvious, but they're much more likely to convert if you target keywords here and here. Okay, so apply this to your business. Sit down and think, okay, what keywords do I want to rank for, and which one of those keywords, what out of all those keywords, which ones fit here and here? Okay, this is very important. And keyword research is one of the most important things about SEO. And oftentimes people just skip this. And what happens is you spend a lot of time and resources ranking for keywords that, at the end of the day, they might move the needle and might increase some vanity metrics like traffic, but they will not bring more money to your business. And if they do, it's not as much money as if you were ranking for buying intent keywords. Okay, so again, hopefully this made sense. Now, how do I apply this to my business, right? Our business, again, you don't have to buy this. I'm not trying to promo this. We are an AI article writing software that also auto-publishes to your blogs on autopilot and syndicates social media, right? That's what we do, right? People pay us, and we allow them to generate articles and publish them to their blog, right? Now, what's a high buying intent keyword for us? It is, for example, article generator, or auto blog, automatic blogging, automatic content syndication, WordPress to Facebook, right? So all of these are high buying intent keywords, right? The keyword in the keyword itself says, okay, if someone's searching for AI article generator, we can assume that most likely they want to try the AI article generator, right? So these are high buying intent keywords. And again, you need to sit down and apply this and think of which one of the keywords are high buying intent for your business. But for example, what would be a low buying intent keyword for us? It could be, for example, AI generator, right? Just the keyword AI generator. Now, of course, someone searching for AI generator, they might be looking for a written content generator, but they might also be looking for an image generator, or I don't know, some different types of generators. So it's too broad of a keyword to have high buying intent, right? It could be maybe here, right? Or even here, okay? So again, you gotta sit down and think for your business what you do. And this is exactly what we're doing, right? We're only building out pages, and only, like these pages you see here, we're only building them out, trying to rank for high buying intent keywords. And I'll go over exactly more of those keywords in this, I think it's this one or this one, so you can actually see what these keywords are. But again, don't focus on low buying intent keywords because it's just a waste of time. That's the very, very first thing. Now, second thing is leverage your competitors. And these two are tied with each other. I'm going to show you exactly why. So, leverage your competitors by building competitor or alternative pages. What does this mean? So, for example, as you can see here, some of the pages that have a lot of traffic is one of this one right here. For example, this is an alternative page, right? This is a competitor of ours versus ours. So, competitor versus our software, which is better? And it's a comparison article comparing both tools with videos and much more stuff, right? It doesn't really matter what the on page here right here is, right? And what we're doing here is we're leveraging our competitor's brand name, doing comparison or alternative pages. What this means is we are trying to rank for keywords that have high buying intent, which are keywords, for example, like the ones I'm going to show you right now. So, for example, competitor, a alternative, right? Someone searching for this keyword, first, it has a very, very high buying intent, right? This is the highest buying intent you can get. Why? Because someone searching for competitor alternative, for example, let's put it this way, Shopify alternative. Someone searching for Shopify alternative, one, they know what Shopify is. Most likely they've tried it because they're looking for an alternative, and because they're looking for an alternative, they want to actually try something else, right? So in the keywords it says, okay, I am looking to buy or to try something else because I don't particularly like this, or it's too pricey or whatever, right? This is the highest buying intent keyword you can have. And that's what we're doing here, right? We have a bunch of comparison pages, as you see here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have more, 5. I mean, we're just getting started with this. As you see, the traffic isn't too high yet, but this is the responsible for a lot of money we're making. Because again, yes, this page only gets 100 in traffic, 11, sorry. But the people that are going to the page are highly targeted, right? Because they're looking for an alternative to this tool, right? And we have all these down here. If you just scroll down here, we have all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we should probably have more. And we should probably be updating this on a regular basis. Now, it's a lot of work, and we try to do work every day. And I'm not telling this is perfect, right? We have still a long way to go, but we try to refreshen this up and make them better every single day, right? Now, again, this is what you need to do. Leverage your competitor's brand name, because again, someone looking for an alternative or a comparison, right? This versus that, Shopify versus whatever. Alternative to Shopify, Shopify alternative, best alternative to Shopify, whatever, right? All these keywords mean that people want to actually buy and try something. And it's much better to rank for these keywords, even though they have low search volume, because most likely this keyword has a very low search volume. Let me see here. Even the brand name has a low search volume, right? Let's see here. I want to actually show you an example. If there's actually a keyword for alternative, there isn't even, yeah, so just proves my point, right? There's so much low traffic that's easy to rank for, right? It's not easy to rank for their brand name, but it's easy to rank for brand name alternative or comparison between X, Y, and Z, okay? So that's what you need to do. That's what we're doing. It's literally what we're doing, right? It's, again, focusing on high buying intent keywords, and also, inside of that, leveraging our competitors by doing these comparison alternative pages that focus on these buying intent keywords, which tend to be competitor A alternative or this versus that, okay? Hopefully this is making sense, right? Now, third, it is leveraging free tools. This is a big one, okay? Let me show you here what I'm talking about. So if I go here to my top pages and I type in free AI, let's see here. Why it's not working? Okay, free. So this tool right here, this page right here, and this page right here, these are two free tools, right? So again, like I said before, we allow you to generate, publish content, whatever. And this is a free tool that shows people a snippet of what we're able to do, right? It's completely free. People can go here and try it out, right? And then there's a call to action for them to try our product. This one as well, okay? And so these keywords, these pages, sorry, as you can see here, this page is ranking very low, right? And has already has 54 in traffic, right? Position 34 has 10 in traffic, and the keyword has 13,000 search volume. AI paragraph generator, paragraph writer, paragraph generator free. So look at this one, paragraph generator. All these keywords have thousands and thousands of searches, right? And we're managing to rank up the rankings because we have tools dedicated to what people want to do, right? Free tools. Again, yes, we could rank our own main website for this, right? Because we do actually offer this. But if we offer a free tool and get it in rank for this keyword, people can actually try our product for free, right? And share with their friends, and then they're much more likely to buy our paid version. Because again, after they do generate it, there's a call to action here. And Ahrefs, right, the tool that I'm using here, even does this. If we go here to Ahrefs free tools, and actually they're ranking first for this keyword. Let me go here to organic keywords, and I'll show you what's happening here. So for the keyword introduction generator, if I go here to the SERP, Ahrefs, I think it's Ahrefs that's ranking. Not really, it's not Ahrefs right here. Let me just see here. Generator, let me just close this right here. AI paragraph generator. I think Ahrefs has the #1 position for this. Yeah, Ahrefs, free AI paragraph generator, right? This has 25,889 in traffic every single month, right? And they're ranking first, right? And the tools that they're using is this one right here, Ahrefs free tools. Right? They have a bunch of free tools, right? They offer keyword generator, keyword difficulty checker, a bunch more stuff, right? All these are free tools from them, right? And so what they're doing here again is they're essentially making a free version of their product and putting it out there and ranking it for those keywords to have people test the product for free. And of course, eventually if they like the free version, they'll try the paid one. And again, that's exactly what we're doing. Again, if we go here to top pages, we only have two tools for now, right? We only have these two tools, right? But they're already getting traffic and ranking for several keywords, okay? Now, it's not just about building the tools and building the pages. You also have to do link building, but we'll go over that later on. Okay, but these pages, as you can see, are ranking quite fast. Okay, these free tools. And again, our goal isn't to make money with these pages. But again, the buying intent of these pages and what they offer to the user is very high because they're looking for a free version of our product. We offer them a free version, then they have a call to action for them to actually try our product in full. Okay. So big one. Now, this is hard to do, and this won't work for every single niche. Canva does this. I've recorded a video in the past on Canva's SEO strategy. They grew how big they are because of this, right? It's insane. Veed.io also does this. Veed.io also does this. The free tool SEO strategy is insane and super powerful, and people make millions of dollars every single day, every single month with this, right? Canva does this. I think Ahrefs also does it, and it's for a reason, right? Because it works, right? And even though, we might not ever outrank Ahrefs, I mean, with a keyword with 25,000 sources per month, even if we rank second, I mean, we can grab a lot of traffic, okay? So big one, and it's something that we're betting on. It's building out more and more free tools, okay? Because it does work, right? And again, it's focused on the buying intent. Fourth, link building, of course, it's crucial. Now, I won't dive deep in how to do link building. I have a bunch of videos on this channel. I even have a free course on how to build links, right? What links to build, how to build them, anchor texts, from where to build them, how to get niche edits, how to get guest posts in depth for free on this channel, right? Just go out and get it. I'll link it down below in the description. If I forget, let me know, but I'll link it down below, most likely in the description. But yeah, link building is crucial because SEO, right? SEO has 3 pillars, right? There's the on-page SEO, right? On-page SEO. There's off-page SEO, okay? Off-page, and there's technical SEO, right? On-page is anything that happens on the site, right? How you write the articles, what they say in them, why they say it, the keywords they target, the images, the videos, the internal links, the external links, all that is on-page, right? Technical SEO is boring stuff like schema markup, meta tags, and all that technical stuff like site speed and all that, right? Then we have off-page, which essentially is link building, how to acquire links, how many links to build to each pages, how to interlink the pages. All this is link building. Is crucial because you cannot succeed with SEO. You cannot rank first just by focusing on 1 pillar or just 2 pillars. You have to focus on 3. Trust me, otherwise you will not rank. Okay, super important. And if you want to learn a bit more about on-page, there's also videos on the channel on how to do that, right? Again, link building is crucial, and don't think that you're going to rank first or second or third without it. It's super important, right? Whether you pay for links or acquire them organically, you need links to rank. Simple as that. Okay, so hopefully that was valuable, and hopefully you understand what you're looking at here because I did went over that in that other video. Essentially, again, you're going to be placing your keywords here and then going over and targeting the ones you wanna rank for, right? Now, there's a little nuance here, right? You got to cluster the keywords. Previously with SEO, you do 1 article or 1 page on your site per keyword. So you have a keyword, you generate a page on the site. Now, what's been done for a long time now is you cluster the keywords. You take the keywords, right? You cluster them up, right? You cluster these keywords, the ones that are similar in nature. So you cluster them, right? And then you produce articles, you produce content based on clusters. So the difference is previously you'd produce 1 article per keyword. Now you produce 1 article per multiple keywords. And the way you cluster these keywords is based on relevancy. Okay. Now there's tools you can use for this. You can use Ahrefs. There's literally infinite tools for this. For keyword research, right? Get Keyword Explorer here in Ahrefs. If I do, for example, emerald stone ring right here, right? It's going to give me that same keyword. But then if I open this up right here, you go to matching terms, right? And you can click on clusters by parent topic. Now this is an advanced feature you got to pay for, but essentially what it does is it clusters the same keywords or relevant keywords in groups, right? You can do this manually if you go here, right? And you can find and manually find who the ones are, right? I mean, Ahrefs is an expensive tool, but there's a bunch of other ones, right? My point here is not to show you how to do it, is again to give you critical thinking on, in this case, how you take multiple keywords, multiple keywords, right? Group them in specific clusters and produce content based off of those clusters individually, okay? So with that being said, let's move on. Now, what's next, right? Okay, so now you have the keywords. What's next? Well, it is of course the content, creating SEO optimized content. And in the video I played before, you already know more or less the type of content you're going to be creating. But now there's 2 ways of doing it, right? You can do it manually, which is quite slow, or you can just use AI, which is quite fast. And if you're a bit afraid of AI or don't want to use AI, I mean, I just have to tell you that, listen, you can do the exact same thing you could do manually with AI, just so much faster. And you might be thinking, yeah, but AI is going to be, Google penalizes AI content. Well, the reality is that it doesn't. Right? Google doesn't care who or what writes the content as long as it is valuable for the end user. So as long as you're able to satisfy this user search intent, Google doesn't care if it's a dog, a cat, a human, a robot writing it. They don't care as long as you can satisfy the search intent. And I have a video on this breaking down the specifics. I'll leave it down below in the description as well so you can check it out. Okay, so moving on, let me give you an example, right? Let's say it's you versus me in a table building competition. So the goal is to build tables, and the person who builds the most tables the fastest wins. And this is you, right? You're just using your hand, so slowly, manually. And this is me. I'm using a screwdriver so I can tighten up the bolts from the legs to the top of the table, right? Now, in the end, we're both going to be building tables, right? The thing is that I have a screwdriver, you have your hand, and you have to go in your hand and tighten up the screws here manually. And I have a screwdriver, so I'm able to do it so much faster. So again, in the end, we both build a table. I can just do it so much faster and can build so many more tables in the same amount of time as you. And so this is just an analogy to show you that the screwdriver is AI. So again, we could do the same thing. I just do it way, way, way faster. And so there's no point in not using AI, because AI just does a better, not necessarily does a better job, but it does the same job way faster, right? Now, be careful with using generic AI apps like ChatGPT and all these ones. If you're doing SEO, you want to use a tool tailored for SEO. And we have one. Now, this is not a pitch. I'll give you access for free at the end of the video, but we do have one that's tailored for SEO. So we've developed the AI specific and based on my whole bunch of years of SEO experience to make this tool tailored for SEO. I mean, you can use ChatGPT, but it is not ideal, and I can break down why. But we've developed one tailored for SEO, which I'll give you access in the end for free. Just know that if you're using generic tools, do be a bit careful, okay? Now, again, the most important thing is content, right? It's the content you produce, as you saw before, right? You gotta be engaging. Gotta have images, links, internal, external, videos, right? But most importantly, your goal with this, right? Your goal with this is to make money, because again, traffic is a vanity metric. Your goal with this is to convert all this traffic to leads, to buyers. So you need to have a proper CTA, whether that's at the end of the article, right? A button to have a call with us, learn more, an email opt-in where, hey, listen, you read this article about emerald stones. Join our email list, or you read this article about top 10 gardening tips, right? Join our email list to get more tips in your inbox every week, right? And then you capture their email, of course, and then you can send them weekly tips about gardening, and on the week after, you can just tell them, hey, listen, I have here this product for gardening, and you seem to be interested in gardening. I buy this product that I have in my e-commerce store, right? Give them value, and sell them something. And just repeat the process, right? You nurture the leads, nurture them with emails that you've captured from these top of the funnel blog posts or pages, right? Through an opt-in, right? Add your phone there, add your email. So have a way to convert the traffic, right? Optimize the traffic to become a lead for you. Okay, so again, the most important thing is content, but the content needs to be optimized for sales. So again, know that the traffic can be a vanity metric, so you gotta be able to convert as much traffic into leads as possible. And one of the best ways to do that is through having a CTA, a call to action on your article, whether that's to capture their email, to have them phone you, to have them email you, have a button to try out your product. As you saw, and I'll give you more examples. For example, right here, right, we have this page, right, how to AI my text for free, right? It is a blog post, right? All this blog post with a video embed, right? And we added this free tool here, right? What it does is basically when people write stuff here, right, and they click on AI, it just links them to our software. So this is what I mean, right? A valuable thing, a valuable post, right, that talks about a bunch of stuff, even has a video, right, but has a clear CTA to our product, right? So this is what I mean by this, right? Because again, traffic can be a vanity metric. All that matters is if people actually buy, okay? Now, for example, here's another one, best AI article generator, right? At the bottom, we have a call to action to get a couple of free articles with just literally a CTA, a call to action box, okay? Very important here, for example, best alternatives to this competitor. Down there, of course, we have our call to action to our product, okay? So again, a proper call to action to convert as much traffic as we can into actual leads, okay? Very, very important. Now again, what type of content you saw this before, right? Focus again on high buying intent keywords. Leverage your competitors, the competitors' pages or alternative pages. This is, for example, this is an alternative page, right? As you see here, this is 13 alternatives to HypeRite, which is a competitor of ours, right? And we just basically give them all out, properly written, actually research type of content, valuable content, right? That satisfies the user search intent with pros and cons. And again, down below, as I saw before, a call to action down here, right? There's a call to action down here. There's one here as well. And there's one up top if you're logged out. So multiple calls to action all throughout, right? Leverage free tools, like I showed you before, right? This is a free tool. We have a bunch more. As I saw before, Ahrefs has a couple. Canva has a lot as well. Vid.io has a lot as well, right? For example, if we go here to vid.io/tools, these are all free tools, by the way. All of them free tools. And these individual pages rank because they're properly optimized, right? All these rank for a bunch of keywords, right? If you put these guys in Ahrefs right here, /tools, you'll see that the tools pages and any tool, like any URL of these tools right here, they get an absurd amount of traffic, 2 million, okay, every single month. It is insane, okay? So there we go. And then, of course, as I said before, as I was just saying right now, informational blog posts with CTAs to capture nurture leads into the brand. Okay, so the way in which you craft the content is important, but then the way in which you convert the people reading into buyers is also important. That's achieved through having a proper CTA. Okay, cool. So moving on to step 3, building links, building backlinks. So 2 questions: why would you want to do it, and how do you actually build backlinks? So let's break it down. First things first is why do it? Well, I could just stop talking here, but the reason is it just works, right? Link building, building backlinks, combined with a proper on-page SEO strategy and combined as well with a proper technical SEO strategy just does work, right? Here's a couple of clients, landscaper marketing sites, right? As soon as we began link building, right, the traffic went up, right? Here's another one, a realtor in Muskoka. As soon as we started link building, right, the traffic went up, right? It is clear. You can pause the video here to see exactly what we did because it was a mix of off-page plus on-page, right? Here's another one, a skincare and clothing brand in California, right? As soon as we started link building, traffic went up, right? Here's another one. So it just works. The reason why you do it is because it just works. There's a bunch more results. It just works, right? Link building, proper link building, actual valuable and quality links do help rank sites on Google, because a link, right? When you have a site that gets links from Wikipedia, links from Wall Street Journal, links from Bloomberg, links from TechCrunch, right? Links from, I don't know, all these big authority sites in Google's eyes, all linking to your site. Google thinks, okay, if I, as Google, trust all of these sites and all these sites are ranking to this site, well, then surely this site is worth showing to more people. So they rank your site higher. Now, this is the very, very basis of it. There's much more behind it, but in essence is this, right? If Google trusts these properties and these properties link to you, Google will trust you as well. And the reason and the proof is that it just works, right? Link building just ranks sites. Now, why do it again? Because it just works. Simple as that. Now, how do you actually build backlinks? Okay. Now, there's a lot of types of backlinks. I want to talk about 2 just now. Okay, just know that there's a bunch of types of backlinks, which I'll cover later on. Okay, but the ones I want to talk about are guest posts and niche edits. Reason being is because these are the most effective ones. So in terms of the effort to get them, the ratio effort to quality, right? These are the highest ones. Okay, and so in essence, what a guest post is a link placed on a new post. So essentially, these guys right here write an article about why Journalist AI is the best AI writing software for SEO, a whole written article, and then there's a link here to our site, okay? Simple as that, a new post. A niche edit is a link placed on an existing post. So this post already existed, maybe it was posted like a year ago, okay? And then they edited the already existing article to add a link back to your site. Again, they're similar, but different. Main difference is that, again, guest posts are on new posts, oftentimes not already indexed, with no traffic, right? Niche edits come from posts that are already indexed, maybe ranking, getting some traffic. So these are the 2 main differences. Now, I do a mix of both because, again, with the guest post, it tends to be a dedicated post to your brand. A niche edit tends to be a shared post with other brands. But again, there's benefits and drawbacks to both. Now, 3-step process is quite simple, right? You gotta first find the sites, then you gotta outreach to the owners of the sites, and then pay for the placements. Pretty simple. Now, I don't have time to show you this in this video, but I'll give you access for free to this 5-hour course with 8 modules going over, which is basically a backlink building course, which goes over step by step my exact strategy to do and achieve the exact results you see here on screen. Literally step by step by step. Goes over how to find these sites, goes over how much to pay for these sites. It goes over the anchor text, which is this little text that's clickable, right? That's called anchor text. Goes over how this works, my anchor text rotation, what you should be using, what you shouldn't be using, that all the types of links, all the like 10 plus or 20 plus types of links there are, when to use them, when not to use them, my link building strategy, how many links I build, how many links I don't build, all this like stuff, because there's a lot of nuance to this. Even though this is like a little 3-step process, there's so much more nuance behind it. Like this, like where to build links to, homepage, money pages, how to interlink, all this stuff. This is all explained in this free course, which again, I'll give you access to it at the end of this video. No catch at all. Again, I'll give you access for this for free, which allows me to do this. And these are links, by the way, worth $200 to $300 per link. Now, how do I know? Is because I sell these links to people. Those are the exact links I'll show you how to build in this course, which I'll give you access at the end, are worth around $200 to $300. And again, these are the results these exact same links provide people what you're seeing here on screen, it just work, okay? So I'll give you access to this at the end. Now, the blueprint essentially is this, right? You gotta choose your keywords, again, make sure they're high buying intent, right? It's very, very important. Then you gotta produce the content, produce the quote unquote SEO content, make sure it's properly optimized with in-article images, in-article videos, bullets, tables, quotes, internal links, external links, calls to action, all that good stuff, right? Publish it, build links to it, right? Build links to it. Again, I'll show you in this course right here. Index it, make sure it's indexed, of course, because if the content isn't indexed, nobody's going to see it. Syndicate it, because you got to take this, right, and syndicate it to social media, to LinkedIn, Twitter, which is now called X, by the way, and Facebook, right? So syndicate your content to social media, right? Because having a presence on social media is a ranking factor, and it is a good sign for Google. So let's say, for example, this is you, and this is me, and we sell the exact same product or service, right? We sell the exact same thing, right? And we have the exact same number of links, like our SEO strategy is the exact same. But me, I have this LinkedIn page and this Twitter page and this Facebook page and this Instagram page with a lot of engagement, a lot of traffic. I have a very strong social media presence. Well, Google will think, okay, these guys have a way stronger presence on social. They surely must be more authoritative, more trustworthy, so I'm going to rank them higher. So having a strong presence on social is important. So that's why I say here, when you're producing content to your site, right, syndicate them to social media, syndicate the posts to LinkedIn, syndicate them to everywhere you can, okay? And you make money that way, right? After all the strategies had done, you make money, okay? This is just an overhead view of what the blueprint looks like, okay? Now, again, like I said, you can do it all manually, all this stuff manually with your hand, or you can just use AI. And the reason why you should do it is because, again, we can do the exact same thing, but I can do it so much faster with AI. That's plain and simple, right? And again, there's this AI that we've developed that does almost 99% of the process for you. It finds you the high buying intent keywords, it generates the SEO optimized content, automatically publishes it to your site, automatically indexes it, automatically syndicates it to social media, can also update existing content with AI and gets you backlinks. All this, again, tailored for AI. Now, I want to show you a quick demo again. Reason being is I want to show you how we do it with AI. Again, you can use any other tool. I just want to show you because this is my tool and this is the one I use. Even if you use a different tool, just take these into account and use critical thinking to evaluate how, based on how I use this one, how you would use the one you want to use. Okay, so let's break it down, right? So we're here, and if this looks a bit different, if you want to try it out later on, if this looks a bit different than your own dashboard, don't worry, this is my special account. It's a account with a bunch of beta features, things we're testing, so this might look a bit different, so don't worry about it, right? And here's an article I generated a couple of days ago, okay? And this, again, is done with AI. This is for a different niche, right? The one you saw before was for the plastic surgery niche. This is for an Audi dealership, okay, in Texas. Again, this is all done with AI. The featured image, table of contents, all this done with AI, the images, the internal links, the external links. And I want to run you through how to generate one of these like real quick. So what you do is you go here to the SEO article and like don't mind all this stuff right here, all this super short, right? Essentially what you need to know is that you need to give the AI input, right? This is the input you give to the AI, right? And the better the input, the better the output, right? You can choose the language, right? From over 150 different languages. You can choose a target country because even though you choose English as a language, right? It's very different to produce content that's tailored for the US versus the UK, where both people or both the countries speak English, okay? That's very, very important. You can connect it to the web so that the content is up to date. So what's written here is up to date, right? With what's happening in the world. You can even create a knowledge base. This is super powerful. Essentially what it does is you can feed ROI with info about your brand. So it's able to produce brand tailored content with your own brand's mannerisms, brand tone of voice. So you can feed it PDFs, you can feed it YouTube videos, you can feed it text documents, you can feed it URLs. So you can feed as much data about your brand, about your business as possible so that the content produced, right, this stuff right here is actually brand tailored, right? Formatting, like you can choose bold words, italics, tables, there's a bunch of stuff right here. Structure, you can add key takeaways, you can select the article length, you can even add a custom call to action. This is really used by a lot of Shopify brands where they generate an article. Let's say, for example, I have a gardening brand, right? I sell gardening supplies, right? And I generated this article about the best time to plant strawberries, right? I have a full article with images of how to plant strawberries or where to plant strawberries. And at the end, right, if I add, say, for example, here, my Shopify store URL or a product, for example, right, it will automatically add a custom section down below the article with a call to action to my product page. So you'll take the whole context of the article into account and add a custom call to action section according to the link I put here. You can use this for products, services, any single essentially thing you're selling to the article, okay? Internal linking, this is where you can set up so that the articles link have links right here to internal pages on your site. So for example, maybe to another blog post of yours, maybe to a service page, maybe to the About Us page, right? Maybe to a product page, right? These are internal links, so links coming to pages on your site. You can set up external linking. So for example, let's say this was an article about finance, right? We could have links to Wikipedia, we could have links to Investopedia, maybe Bloomberg, maybe TechCrunch. So all these are external links, so links linking out to external sources. You can set up all this here. There's a bunch of features, advanced features right here, which I won't cover, but there's like a video tutorial here if you want to watch it, okay? Then images, in this case, I used AI images. This is AI, by the way. You can use stock photos or your own custom images if you like. Videos, as you see here, right? There's also in-article videos that are relevant to what the content is about. So none of this is random, right? The videos aren't random, the images aren't random, the content isn't random, the links aren't random, none of this is random, right? This is a video that's tailored to what the content is about. In this case, about Audis, which the article is about Audis, okay, the car. And also auto translate, you can generate the articles in multiple languages at once, okay? And then once you have all this filled, you just click generate article, and this is what it will output, okay? Now, very important, what you see here, you see post to integration, right? If I click here, it says integration because we can straight with just a click of a button, post this straight to our site. Now it says integration because we integrate with all these platforms, Blogger, Ghost, Shopify, Wix, Webflow, Squarespace, WordPress, right? Even custom sites if you like. So again, with a click of a button, you can just send this to your site in a few seconds. Now, just to finish off, if I go here to blog automation, I can set up an auto blog, which essentially is a way that allows me to have and produce however many articles I want, let's for example say 5 every week. And so what this does is we basically connect, right, Journalist AI with our little website right here, right? This is our website. And every week, right, 5 articles, so Monday through Friday, 1 article will be posted every single day on to our site, right? So the AI is connected to your site and it generates, right, and automatically publishes the content to your site. And of course, if we expand on one of these articles, right, they'll look like as the ones you saw before, right, with a featured image, a table of contents, proper content structuring with in-article images, in-article videos, bullets, tables, quotes, right, internal links. So these articles will be interlinked between each other in a way that makes sense. External links linking out to external authoritative sources like Wikipedia, Investopedia, right, depending on your niche, right? External links, all that set up for you automatically. On top of that, right, as you saw before, you can do the keyword research for you. So you can do the keyword research for you, which I won't show you right now because it's going to take too long, but it can generate the content based off of this keyword research. Then with a social media syndication feature, you can take these articles and automatically syndicate them to your LinkedIn, to your Twitter, which is now called X, to your Facebook with dedicated posts automatically, right? On top of that, you can also set up the indexing as I saw before, right? So it automatically indexes the content. So essentially, this automates, as I said before, almost 99% of your SEO efforts. That does all of this automatically for you. There's link building, there's a bunch more stuff again, which I won't bother with you right now. So let's just jump back to the presentation again, and let's get going. Okay, so moving on. That's not all, right? What if you could increase your traffic without creating content and without building links? Seems a bit too overpromising, but trust me, it does work, right? And how you do it is by reviving existing content. A lot of people neglect existing content, so content that's already published. They just neglect it, right? They just make a blog post, make a page, and just let it die, right? And you can 5x your traffic without new content or links. How? By updating content that's already there. So here's an example for our site, right? We had this amazing page ranking, right? But eventually it got outdated, as anything, right? As anything, like if Google sees that there's a new, fresher version of this page that satisfies the user's search intent, what they're going to do is that they're going to rank that page higher than yours, right? And yours going to be losing relevancy if you don't update it. So you should be updating it with new images, new videos, new info, new links, right? To document your sources, update your existing content, and you'll see that this just happens. Your traffic grows again because you're giving relevancy to already existing content that you updated with new info. So you can take this from right here, so the before to the after, right? With new links, new sources, new relevant videos, right? New relevant information, right? And you can do this with our software. Again, I have to say this for the third time. You don't need to use it, right? You can use any other tool. I'm just showing you how I use my tool to do it, right? If you find any other tool that does the same, feel free to use it. My point is that you need to be using AI, right? Don't do this manually. It doesn't make any sense. Use AI, whether that's our tool or any other, just use AI, please. Okay, so let's break it down. Okay, so if I go back here again and just go to the article that I was showing you before, right? I just go here to my history and just type in Audi to find the article that I generated a couple weeks ago, right? I just click it as such, open it up, right? open it up again. And now I'm going to edit this with AI. Click here, edit with AI. And this is amazing, guys. Take a look at this. So let's say, for example, I think this is a bit too short. I want to give the readers more context. So just go here, boom, and I do make it longer, right? And the AI will make this paragraph longer. There we go. Let's say, for example, I think it would maybe be a good idea to add links here. So I just go here, add links, add external links, and the AI will read through the article, read through this paragraph, and find the best places to add links, external links to. Boom, there we go, links added. I can do the same thing for internal links if I'd like. Now again, you might be asking, yeah, sure, you can do this manually. Yeah, of course, you can do all this manually, but why would you when you can just save like hours and hours on end with AI? Here's, for example, another one. You can take this image, you could say, put it underwater. I don't know why you want to do this, but you can, right? And essentially, the article will take the same image, the same color, the whole context of the article and put it underwater. There you go. That's an audio again, underwater. I don't know why you want to do this, but you can, right? And this works with anything. I can say add a dog, add whatever you want, right? But now let's say, for example, I think the info here would be better suited to be in a list form because I think my readers prefer to read lists other than paragraph. I can just do this, boom, there we go. It's list form. I can do the same thing for tables, right? I can make it longer, make sure. I can even do custom prompts. I can say, write this in a way only car enthusiasts would understand, right? Or so you can essentially tailor this and add custom prompts and speak with the article and edit it in real time. So the advantage of this is that it allows you to not only generate with AI, but also edit with AI. So that's why you save a ton of time. Add links, change the text, change the images. It's so powerful. So that's it. Let me just jump back on into the presentation. Okay, cool. And so here's a couple of people that use our tool, by the way. Damon here, he's built a business that's driving $100,000 a month every single month. He uses our software, right? Here's a testimonial from him. Here's Keegan, 4x his traffic in 30 days. Boom, there we go. He's a personal brand as well. Here's an 8-figure company, literal 8-figure tech company called Rava, using us as well to boost their traffic. I actually met the CFO. They just bought a bank for 35 million euros here in Portugal, and they're hiring 100 people by the end of the year, which is insane. So my point is just showing you this, and this one as well right here, is that 8-figure companies, big VC-backed companies are using it, as well as people with personal brands or Damon right here. So anyone can just use this, right? And so I want to make sure that getting traffic for free is realistic for anyone for free, okay? And so I built this, the AI Search Academy, what I call the AI Search Academy. And what it is essentially a place, right, with laid out simple step-by-step training videos and courses on how to do SEO, structured to get your site ranked within 30 days. If you don't have a site, or if you already have one, how to take your site and put it to the next level. So you just come in, follow the videos, and that's it, right? And here are the courses that I included, because there's a bunch of training for free included in this academy, okay? The very first one is a course on how to rank videos #1 on Google. It's a 2-hour step-by-step course where I go over the equipment you need to use, how to work with thumbnails, what to say, what to not say, how to build links to videos. So it's literally a step-by-step on how to do it all inside of the academy. Then the course that I mentioned before, the link building course, the 3 to 5 hour step-by-step course on how to build links, where to find these sites, what types of links exist, anchor text rotations, how many links to build, like finding and copying your competitors' links, right? All this stuff packed in this course. Again, all of it linked in the description. Then there's a course for e-commerce SEO. So if you're an e-commerce store, you sell e-commerce online, right? How to do SEO for e-commerce, that's included as well there. And then 3 more courses, like one for AI SEO. So if you're gonna do SEO with AI, which I think you should, this is one. If you're a bit more, if you don't want to use AI for SEO, I guess, just use this one. This is not using AI. And this is a local SEO course, so tailored basically for people with local businesses. So off-page, on-page technical client acquisition, pricing techniques, live case studies, rank and rent, link building, basically anything, right? All my knowledge of SEO included here. Then on top of that, there's a rank and rent SEO course, right? Plus an exclusive WordPress plugin that allows you to do rank and rank with ease. This is internally developed. There's no public access to this. Only you and the people watching this video get access to this. If you don't know what rank and rank is essentially is a way to monetize your SEO efforts, right? I can record a video on that later on. I think I have one. If you go to my YouTube channel and search for rank and rent, you'll figure out what this is, okay? And so that's all, right? 7 courses plus exclusive plugin, everything I know about SEO and making money with SEO, you get access to all this. And this is lifetime, right? And also the AI Search Academy lifetime with members. We can chat, we can talk, we can do live streams, we can all talk with each other to find actionable ways to drive traffic to our sites. And me, I'm not a guru. I'm actually actively doing SEO right now. So I'll give you tips on the things I'm doing right now to grow my own brand. Okay. And by the way, this is all free. Okay. I'll link it down below. And so here's an example of people who succeeded 10K a month in 3 months. This is a Spanish site. I put this here especially because oftentimes people think, yeah, but SEO is only for the English markets. Well, far from it, right? There's a lot of underserved markets, the Spanish speaking market, Portuguese, French, Chinese, right? There's a ton of underserved markets. Don't think about English as your own target market, especially because non-English sites are so easier to rank. And so this guy did it, right? There's a case study on this, by the way, this one, Timo right here, all this, right? All these case studies are step-by-step, backed with proof in here, the academy, okay? In this, all this is inside, like step-by-step, what they did, right? What this guy did, who they are, who they're not, things they did good, things they did bad. So all these cases that I'm showing you here, this is all backed with proof inside of the this academy right here, which you get access to if you just click the link in the description. So all this stuff right here, again, inside this right here. And you might be thinking, well, why is this weird guy online giving me access to all this for free? Well, my hopes is that if I can teach you as much as I can about SEO and you can learn every single thing that is to learn about SEO, eventually you'll use my software, Journalist AI. Again, you don't need to use it, but I've developed it specifically for people wanting to do SEO, which is why I've shown you throughout this presentation how I use it. So yeah, that's it. That's the video. Like, subscribe. Any questions you have, just drop them down below and I'll answer them when I get to them. Cheers. Thank you so much.